Oh, this is one of my favorites. So, in law school, I convinced my parents that I could take out a loan and would go to Europe with 2 different law schools for the summer, and it would be the equivalent of 1 semester at Baylor. I got to wear the wig and go to Old Bailey and argue a mock trial in Old Bailey as part of that, and that was way too much fun. I love practicing law, and I can't think of what I'd like to do better. I can't even quite anticipate retirement. I had graduated with an economics and a history degree, and I did not know what to do with that. I got a teaching certificate from Baylor University. My friend Rod was at Baylor Law School, and he said, Laura, these are people that you would like to be around, and I think you'd make a great lawyer. I took the LSAT and got accepted to law school at Baylor, and I didn't even apply anywhere else. Here's, good God. Now that's David Chamberlain there. And boy, don't we look young. I don't even know what this was, but those were all the associates and partners at Lee and Chamberlain when I was there.
She was recently out of law school and had become available on the market. We talked, and I convinced her to join the firm here in Austin. And she took off like a rocket. She can take any organization, any event, any project, any case, and put together a plan, and she does not relent until that job is finished.
I always love to take things apart and put them back together. What are we doing here? This was my elementary school puppet shows. I've always loved costume parties, puppet shows. It's probably the genesis of the gala. The gala was my idea. I really wanted to do this, so much so that I ran for president so that I could have the opportunity to lead.
So at the event that you started, now you're being honored. What's that feeling?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
This award is so appropriate for her to be a distinguished attorney. Laura has an intellectual curiosity about the law that I have not seen matched elsewhere.
I relish the fact that I have a career that I love to do. I do love to help people. I love to solve problems. I love litigation. I like to be in the courtroom. I like lawyers. I love lawyers. I love to be around people that like the law. I like to talk about the law. I should show you some pictures of my cute kids. And I used to torture them also by dressing them alike. Here they are with Santa. Misha and Lancer. And we call him Lancer because he's Lance Jr. And Misha, my daughter.
Family is always at the forefront for Laura. She worries about it. I've known her for 32 years. We've been married 30 years.
This is my husband and I shortly after we met through AYLA docket call. This is a picture of us at our wedding reception. The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades, and we handed out shades with Lance and Laura on the temples of all of those. The law never leaves the house, it's always with us.
We have been practicing law actually about 28 years together. And the day she came into the office, we had 2 kids, and she just said, I'm moving in. That's how she became my partner. My oldest is at South Texas School of Law, Lance Jr., and then my daughter Misha, who has just graduated from Texas Tech.
It takes a village to raise kids. The kids could come over and be at our office because no one was there to complain except for us.
And it allowed us to practice law together and allowed us to raise our children. At times she needed to be there for the kids and I was able to practice, and vice versa. She has always given back to the legal community. She has always been, from AYLA social chair to being the last Travis County president and the first Austin Bar president, to now she's finishing up as the liaison in the American Bar Association.
Here's Kathy Kyle, used to be one of my cohorts in planning a lot of the parties in Austin.
When Laura walks into a room, you know she's there. She has a presence and a charisma, and she just takes the stage. Laura would convince 15 or 20 of her friends to contribute to a pot of money, and then she would take that pot of money and she would throw these fabulous gatherings.
She cares. She really does. No matter what it is, the bar, the family, she wants to put her best foot forward.
My father, who was a professional, told me that you have to give back to the profession that puts food on your table. And I think that he's up in heaven with my mother looking down, being really proud.